Grace and peace to you. Welcome to Morning Watch. I'm Rob, one of the pastors here at White Plains. Glad to have you with us today on a Friday. This is where we gather for a song and a thought for the day. So thanks for being here. Whenever you're watching. Well, let's begin our time together by going to God in prayer. Meet me, O Christ, in this stillness of morning. Move me, O Spirit, to quiet my heart, and mend me, O Father, from yesterday's harms. From the discords of yesterday, resurrect my peace, and from the discouragement of yesterday, resurrect my hope. From the weariness of yesterday, resurrect my strength, and from the doubts of yesterday, resurrect my faith. From the wounds of yesterday, resurrect my love, and let me enter this new day, aware of my need and awake to your grace, O Lord. Amen. And amen. Morning, Emma. Good morning, Faye. And good morning to you whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here and liking and sharing and all of that. No V today, but we'll see as they're home for the summer how often I can get them up and hear from Morning Watch. So, good morning, Kenna. Good morning, Terry. So you may hear this again Sunday night at Beer and Hymns if you come to that, for those of you in this area. But 30 years ago, when I was doing songs for youth group at White Plains, one of the kids there came to me, and I have no idea what I was doing then. I don't know, maybe Seek Ye First, or Here I Am, Lord, or something like that, or Pass It On. I don't really remember what all the favorite songs were then, but whatever they were, a couple of the kids were like, Rob needs to up his game a little bit. So one of them said, hey, we're doing this new song at Young Life, and you ought to do it at youth group. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, it's really easy to play. Let me show you. You know. I said, yeah, that's pretty cool. You just take the E shape and move it around. And I liked the way it sounded, and kids always enjoyed singing it. And so, here we are. It's got to light the fire. me home. Lord, you know where I've been. I'd like to find my heart again. Yeah, Steve Case may have heard that song a couple times. So, yeah, there you go. Or we're going to sing that one at Beer and Hymns Sunday night. But I thought of it as a response to today's devotional by Amr Nouwen from this little book, Draw Ever Closer. Again, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I think it's especially appropriate as the Catholic Church has elected now its new leader, that we're reading the words this month and last month, really all since Lent, since the beginning of Lent. These great words of the Dutch Catholic priest, Amr Nouwen. Today, we're talking about prayer. Nouwen writes that praying is no easy matter. It demands a relationship in which you allow someone other than yourself excuse me. Woo. It demands a relationship in which you allow someone other than yourself to enter into the very center of your person, to see what you would rather leave in the darkness, and to touch there what you would rather leave untouched. Thought of Jesus washing the disciples' feet, right? Why would you really want to do that? I mean, perhaps you would let the other cross your threshold to see something or touch something, but to allow the other into that place where your most intimate life is shaped, that's dangerous and calls for defense. The resistance to praying is like the resistance of a tightly clenched fist. So when you want to pray, then, the first question is this: how do I open my closed hands? How do I open myself? How do I open my closed hands? Nouwen continues and says, don't be afraid of the one who wants to enter your most intimate space and invites you to let go of what you are clinging to so anxiously. Each time you dare to let go and to surrender one of those many fears, your hand opens a little and your palms spread out in a gesture of receiving. And all throughout the day today, we're invited to keep this phrase in mind. I stand before you with empty, open hands. I don't know how many of you have practiced prayer as that, with your sort of maybe your hands in your lap or on your knees, open like this to pray and receive. We often stand at the, when we're praying at the altar, we often stand like this. I was taught to pray like this, right? But as I've grown older, that posture has changed. And posture is an important thing in prayer. Some people, really are drawn to that old going to our knees in prayer, as for those of us that can still manage it, right? Sometimes. But that idea of submitting before God, going onto our knees, bowing our hearts to God. Some bow their heads like this. Others look up to the sky, open and aware and expectant of God's grace. And really, there's no magical physical position to put yourself in for prayer, but posture, your outward posture, even if it's as simple as putting up an open hand, reflects the inward posture of your heart, which is important. As Nouwen writes, it's not really in our nature to open up. If we're going to have house guests, all the messy stuff is going in the closet or a bedroom that we don't go into, and those doors are locked, or not, maybe not locked, but they're shut, right? So you get, oh yeah, the bathroom is down the hall, the first door on the left. Yet implication being don't go in any of those other doors. We don't want people to see our mess. But that really is useless, isn't it, before God? So that idea of praying with openness, opening ourselves, opening our heart to God, it really is the only way. And as Nouwen said, it's not supernatural. It's not. It is supernatural in the supernatural sense. It is not. It does not come to us naturally. All right, let's close with this prayer. Dear God, I am so afraid to open my clenched fists. Who will I be when I have nothing to hold on to? Who will I be when I stand before you with empty hands? Please help me to gradually open my hands, to discover that I am not my own, but what you want to give me. And what you want to give me is love. Unconditional, everlasting love. All of the devotion and prayer today came from a little book of Nouwen's called Open Hands. All right, folks, thanks for being here. May you find peace and purpose in this day, and I will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday. I'll see you at the fellowship breakfast, though, tomorrow morning. There's going to be a health expert there from Glen Eyre. Lots of good information for the community. Anyone that wants to come to the fellowship breakfast at White Plains there at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Look forward to seeing you there. And I will see you at worship on Sunday, of course, and at Beer and Hymns Sunday night. Tell your friends and bring some non-perishable, like box of cereal, some peanut butter, something like that. The full list of what the food pantry needs is in the e-blast. And if you bring that with you to Beer and Hymns, that'll be great. We will see you there Sunday night and in worship Sunday morning and back here Monday morning for another morning watch. Aw. Thanks, Jeanette. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all those folks. Aw. All right, y'all take care. I will talk to you soon. See you over the weekend.